leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady again. He'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And a Buccaneer first down.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and 1, Brady. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 8 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo and their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll set up to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
The tackle made.
2nd and 16. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Finding Wilson, hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 45.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Made at the 38.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 6, Seahawks nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17.
1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. It was just and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Brady's throw there complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's caught. It's Keyshawn Vaughn. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, Jones has it. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the right.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all three timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those three timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
10 at the 35-yard line.
They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. He finds McCoy. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 20.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Here's Brady. Steps away to his left. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Working with a second and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down. His pass caught at the 4. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Again, it's Brady. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
incomplete.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Brady to throw again. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
LaShawn McCoy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
That's the end.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their...
Get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wilson. By buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Playmakers, throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He's 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Brady. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
The 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. William Golston in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 8. Now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Tenth carry now for McCoy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Tampa Bay.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Carrier. Tackle made.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Ogunbowale. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 14-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw here. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? they have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. This is Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
With the give to Ezekiel.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense in.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 48 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Jones. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A pickup of about 3 yards. He's taken down at the 31.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith.